Hi, I'm Dennis Anstein, the editor of the Bainbridge Review. As part of the review advisory board's meetings this week with the 6 city council members, they were asked to, for no more than 5 minutes, to address specific issues or their campaigns in general.
Hi, my name is Debbie Lester, and I'm running for the Central Ward City Council position. I've been asked to bring forward a positive ideal for the community. So let me begin. What I've enjoyed most about campaigning is meeting you. Our discussions are often lively, and listening to your perspectives, ideas, and expectations is both educational and inspiring. I've come to learn that you are the experts for your neighborhood. You naturally have the street smarts about the place you call home. You know where a bike lane, pathway, or a crosswalk is needed. You realize that a bus shelter at the end of your street in the rainy days of winter would be appreciated by both commuters and school children alike. You may have seen last winter that your neighborhood was not prepared for the severe storms. You understand the kind gesture of a bench along a pathway provides a place of rest for your senior neighbors out on a stroll. You see how neighborhood pea patches would be beneficial and would grow more than just vegetables. It would grow friendships. It is from these door-to-door conversations and neighborhood gatherings, such as the Nicholson Drive Summer Picnic, the Eagledale Campaign Party, or the recent Mochi Lane Picnic Potluck, that a concept for creating community councils and happenings began to take form. Coming together to share both food and food for thought is so enjoyable. The atmosphere is neighborly and celebratory. The ideas, questions, and conversations flow easily among us. At gatherings, we are equals. We are neighbors. Now that we have changed our form of government, let us change how we do the work of the city. In this modern age of Twitter, text messaging, email, podcasts, these are all tools that could and do facilitate communication. I hear from you the need to improve our city website so that we can access city documents, streamline the permitting process, schedule with staff, and find video and audio recordings of meetings you may have missed. All these avenues of technology should be tapped. What cannot be replaced, though, by technology is the best form of communication, face-to-face, neighbor to neighbor. My husband and I laughed often as news still spreads on this island by word of mouth faster than by technology. So many times we've run into people at farmers markets, the grocery store, or the post office, and they say, "I just sent you an email." And there we are, in person, talking sooner than the email was read. Coming together with neighbors in a relaxed setting, be it a town hall gathering, a ward meeting, or simply a neighborhood potluck, would give us a chance to discuss the vision for our city and neighborhoods, get updates on the City Hall topics, and talk about upcoming projects in our community. At these gatherings, we could decide the few and important things we wish to accomplish and how we are going to get things done. Recently, 60% of the island came together to organize their neighborhoods and create disaster preparedness plans. Let us build on this work. Let us plan to meet again. First, finish the update and/or create neighborhood disaster preparedness plan. Make sure that those 40% of the island that did not yet meet, of which I am one of them, my household didn't gather with the neighbors yet, let's get together. What better time than now to meet as we are heading into another winter season? Let us gather, get to know our neighbors, become informed, prepare, and decide how to work together. This concept is intentionally not fully fleshed out format because your input as well as the council's is needed. So what do you think? Is there something here that you would work with and are interested in? Actually, one neighborhood, Island Homestead Apartments, is ready to meet. In doorbelling there, I heard about how hard the last winter storm was on that community. There are many seniors and some residents with special needs. The neighbors there are scheduling a potluck to make plans for how to respond to another challenging winter. They are inviting members of the city, the fire department, and the American Legion to help plan. So, when would your neighbors like to get together? give me a call, email, or just bump into me in downtown and let us set a date. I will bring the pie. Thank you.
I'm Dee Dumont, and I'm going to be responding to Dennis's request for suggestions for positive change in our community to begin or to enhance the healing process in our community. The most positive change for our community is going to begin with communication. Open, honest, fair, two-way communication that's equally accessible to all island citizens. What our community needs now is a de facto New England-style town meeting. A town meeting that'll work in the 21st century for our population of 23,000 people. During the primary election, I proposed that our city begin more fully using the internet to allow greatly increased communication between city government and citizens. I even met with current city manager Mark Dombrowski to discuss using the city's web capacity to achieve complete and accurate exchange of information between the city and the public. To my surprise and delight, I recently learned that a small group of IT volunteers working at the Bainbridge Island Civic League are developing a grassroots effort to make this concept a reality. Their website will track all of the issues being considered by the city and will make it possible for everyone to be aware of what's going on, not just the insiders. It'll provide live and online town hall forums for full citizen discussion of policy and spending proposals. It'll also have the capacity to handle regular straw polling of citizens so that those in government can receive real-time feedback on what their constituents are thinking. Their Bainbridge Daily project will be available to every household on the island and is aimed at reviving the rich tradition of civic journalism we had when Walt Woodward was here. I believe this kind of project will enable City Hall to cultivate and use the vast wealth of citizens' expertise for the benefit of the whole community. And it will make news about what's going on in city government easy to access for the island's busy population. My first proposal is that the city and the business community both work to promote the Bainbridge Daily Citizen Initiative and all others like it. This can be done with announcements in utility bills, web addresses posted on large reader boards, information on the project in newsletters, and articles about it in the press. My second proposal in support of increased communication is to have some city council meetings where there is a time-limited give and take between the council and the public. Rather than the current format where a member of the public merely makes a one-way comment to the council, at these select meetings, the council would be able to respond with either additional questions or with a reply, as it does now with members of the administration at City Hall. I realize this council format will require more time, but the benefit of having a true interaction with constituents is priceless. My final proposal for better communication is that the city put at least 2 projects up for a direct vote of the public in an election scheduled for early in 2010. While I understand that there's a cost to running an election, it's my belief that the acrimony caused by the failure to open Hildebrand Lane to Erickson Avenue and the current far-reaching proposal to redo Winslow Way have truly divided our community. I believe that once our educated public is allowed to have their vote on these matters and that there's a democratic decision made, the current divisiveness will begin to dissolve. As to the cost of ballot voting, I think we've spent money far in excess on consultants. I believe the public needs a chance to give its advice on these major issues. Clear, honest communication between the city government and the public it serves will have the most positive effect on our community. Thanks.